Anna, and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Hayden, and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with the second episode of our top B-sides, and this time we will each be choosing one B-side from the second half of 2020, since we're going back. Yes.
In case you missed our first episode of this series, explaining a little bit about how the series is working, how we chose these songs. We are on episode 2 out of 15. And for each episode, we each chose one B-side from that time period.
The B-sides had to fit the following criteria. They had to have a nice quality video to react to, whether that is a live stage, a fan cam, special video, whatever. And we get to decide which one we're going to react to because they're our favorites. We could not have reacted to it already. If it was in a series or a request, then we couldn't react to it. And there was no repetition of artists for ourselves. So the example that we will continue to use, I'm sure, from episode 1, if I choose a 17 song, Anna can still choose a 17 song, but I cannot choose another 17 song.
And how we're doing the comments is watching the video, comments by the person that chose that song. Watching the video, comments by the person that chose that song. And if the other person also likes that song and has things to say, they can jump in. Out of the 2 songs, we are doing them in the order that they were released. Once again, I'm going first this week. I am doing Star by Jessie.
And I don't want to say it. And I will be doing Trigger by Woods. Okay, let's go!
Okay, so I'm going first. My song is Star by Jessie. This is a B-side from the album Nuna, which the title track for that was Nunu Nanna. The album was released on July 30th, so the beginning of the time frame. And the performance video that I chose was her doing it for 열린 음악회 open concert. The behind the scenes of this performance was actually showed when she was on that Manager TV show. Ready to feel all the emotions, let's go! I already feel like crying.
This is such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
But she's dressed for Nunu Nana.
Yeah.
Every day I see the stars shining bright into my life. Oh yeah, fought this battle on my own. Found my strength and love I feel.
Back in America.
Everything I do is real for you. Yeah.
She didn't know the pictures were gonna be behind her. Oh. Have you heard the way she talks about her brothers? It's really funny.
Yeah. I think the first time I listened to this song,
Me too. I say as I'm sniffling now. But
holding it in.
like, I get that it's repetitive because such is the style, but like, the whole point is to focus on her story.
Yeah, it's storytelling. It's almost like spoken word, and sort of like storytelling.
Growing up. I just thought about something sad.
Don't share.
I'll say it later.
If you share now, I might cry.
Aww. So for commentary, I actually think that I mentioned this in our end of 2020 like wrap-up video last year as a B-side that I really liked. So now I finally get to talk about it a little bit more. One of my friends is the one that first told me about it and like was like, have you listened to it yet? So I want to listen to it. And like we were saying in the reaction, the lyrics are basically just like her story, like her testimony of her life growing up. And I think that's really important because like, especially as Jessie's been getting more popular, I feel like the image, her like Senonni image, like really strong image is always pushed. And like nowadays, like lately within the past year, people are seeing that she's actually really cute too and very sweet. I feel like this song was very important in showing that like a multifaceted person, like people aren't just one-dimensional, especially for her story specifically. And it made me feel a lot of things, especially like as a Korean American girl too, from the East Coast. It made me feel a lot of things. Obviously, like there's the generation stuff and like stories are very different. I'm not gonna go into detail because that's too much, but just like a few things I was just like, wow. The sad thing that I thought of in the middle of the reaction where you were like, tell me later because I don't want to cry. The pictures that you see in the background of like her with her family, especially the ones with her brothers, there's like a gap from when she's like a preteen, and then the next picture after that is like the image that she has now as Jessie with her older brothers. And I was like, oh my god, it's because she went to Korea, and while she's in Korea her brothers are just like adulting, living their lives. And that made me sad because like I have a big gap with my older siblings too, so I was like, ah! I really like this song because it's just like true. I feel like that's the only word I can think of. Like true, honest, real, vulnerable. There we go. Do you have anything to say? Oh, okay.
I also really like this song. It's beautiful.
It's a very different style from most of her music that people think of, but I love it. Okay.
Next!
And now for a 180 in emotions and reactions.
Can't do this seriously. Okay, so for the second song that we'll be reacting to today, the one that I chose for my favorite B-side of the second half of 2020, as you all know, we'll be reacting to a Woods song. We'll be reacting to Trigger, and Trigger is a B-side off of the album Whoops, and the title track for that album was Bump Bump. It was released on November 18th, 2020, so sort of like towards the end of the first half of the year. And we will be specifically watching the Woods fan cam from like his M Countdown like comeback stage. And we're not doing the face version because, as you all probably know, we've had some issues with Mnet blocking videos, but it had to be this outfit. And we'll talk about why later, so let's just watch the video.
I'm
already
hot. He had his toe up.
I know!
It's like a cowboy. Look at him.
I can't! This one is nice though because you do get to see more of what the dancers are doing. Which you don't see as much in the face version.
Yeah. I also really like this song. I'm just like this whole album. Just every Wood song. What there?
There's no hiding it!
Coming up. Or is it the end one?
What's the end one?
What do you know?
Not related to him, but I like how the background dancers do this on the da-da-da-da-da. Wow, Woods all-rounder!
Aw. Well, now I'm just thinking of that one performance.
It's a great performance too.
It is. The grit.
It's very nice.
Wow!
I've watched this so many times and I like recognize his dancers.
I have nothing to say to that.
No. That's not uncommon though for live stages, to be fair. For me.
Do. I'm just waiting.
Do not perceive me! Feel my face.
It's really hot.
Are you good? Yeah.
As good as you'll ever
As
be.
good as I'll ever be when we react to what's on this channel.
I also really like this song.
It's a good song. Here's
Yeah.
the thing, is I know that people and our friends from this channel like to clown me for how much I like Woods, and it's fine, y'all can keep clowning me. I would do the same if it was Anna. But like in all seriousness, it's not just, oh, I like Woods. I really love his music. Like that's a big reason that I like him so much, is I think he just puts out really quality music, and I really like this song. I mean, I like the whole album, but the first time that I listened to the album all the way through, I was like, oh my gosh, this one. Because the Bump Bump album is a little bit brighter for the most part, like especially the title track is a brighter song.
Yeah.
He promoted this like with Bump Bump in his comeback stages, and I was like, still gets me. But it had to be, I don't want to say it. It had to be this styling, everyone.
The leather jacket.
The leather jacket.
Yeah.
It's funny, I was watching this because I was home for quarantine during this release, and I was watching this, and my mom came in, I had it like on the TV, and she walked by and she was like, wow, you really do have a type. And I just like kept going. And I was like, Mom!
What was it? It was
She was like,
very...
he's got Harry Styles vibes.
Yeah, it was Harry Styles. It's very like Harry Styles Kiwi vibes.
Yeah. And it was just, I was
In
like,
case
thanks.
you didn't know, both of us also used to be One Direction fans. So
Yeah, big Harry Styles fan too. I just think he's really talented, to be completely honest. Like from a non-fangirl perspective, it takes a lot of performance quality. Mure Chunjae. Like for a soloist to be able to control the stage by themselves. And he is very good at doing that. And like we said, all-rounder, Woods.
yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I'm
Oh,
gonna talk
I
myself
will
into a
say-
hole.
I will say though, if you listen to this like in the album,
yeah.
it has one of my favorite things in like an album. And I messaged Peyton about this after I listened to the album all the way through for the first time, like in order.
Didn't you also say this in our 2020 wrap-up?
Maybe?
I think so. I feel like you've said this.
I'll say it again if anyone missed. This is the first track, and then the second track is Bump Bump. And one of my favorite things is the very end of this trigger in the album, like track, you start hearing the beginning intro of Bump Bump, and it leads into the song. It's one of my favorite things when albums do that.
The album, like when you listen to it in order to, like this is about Trigger, but like the album is very like cohesive. It like kind of tells a story because he's creating it with his friends. Literally, it's like him and making the whole time. So nice.
This era is also the start of Ming Ming.
Oh, we should have watched a Ming Ming fan cam.
Oh, is that it?
I will dig myself a hole. I'm already gonna be clowned for choosing a Woods song. I already know. So he looks really good. He sounds really good. He's talented.
Stop saying he's aight. You don't think he's just aight. But that being said, this concludes episode 2 of our favorite B-side series, where this time we chose our number 1 B-side each from the second half of 2020. So July 1st, 2020, all the way through December 31st, 2020. Now we extend the challenge to you all. Feel free to leave in the comments below what your favorite number 1 B-side was from the second half of 2020. Let's see if it was as difficult for you as it was for us. I mean, like, it was easy for Peyton. She just chose Trigger.
My face is a different color than the rest of my body right now.
Oh.
Are you done?
Excited to hear what all of y'all's B-sides are.
Yeah. And that being said, as always, if you would like to talk more about these songs, about these artists, about your favorite B-sides, about anything really, K-pop, not K-pop, doesn't matter, come talk to us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And if you enjoyed this video and are excited for the next 13 episodes of this series, then please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, and bye!